and found his way to the end zone. It's the Broncos and the Condors. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Condors of Mexico City. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, in charge of Mexico City. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson. Wilson going to come out throwing.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Jones on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. Running on 1st down, Eckler.
He had the numbers of the game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that change.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good. And there he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And gets near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now a toss running left, Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Once more, here's Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Delay of game, offense.
This is unbelievable.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Complete to Kelly. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Kelly. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
There's a short throw to his tight end, McKinney. First connection there of the afternoon for those two. It's good for a first down.
receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones now in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 27. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play. It's Eckler. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Jones on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll make a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Condors are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
They run the counter. York. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
33 yards on the play. First down, Broncos.
They run the counter. York. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down. Roth. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, Roth. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Denver.
Looking to throw. Roth. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Back to throw again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Jones now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Throwing to start the drive. Roth. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to
taking it right down Broadway. One man to beat. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No clock on the field.
Yeah, no flags. And it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. In motion left goes Jones. Here's Herbert. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Herbert operating from the red zone. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Roth. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Jones. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Herbert. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. On the give, this is Eckler. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Condors are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Broncos 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On second down, York, and he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
On first down, York, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Roth. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, I mean, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 1-yard gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Mexico City. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the slant, he's got Davis. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 42-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. This one caught by Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Roth. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Roth. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Herbert off of play action. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Shakes off the under pressure. They got him again. Randy Gregory. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Open man, it's Palmer. Down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now from Dicker. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. On the return, it's Washington. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on. quarter. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Here's 2nd and 3. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Same connection. Dulcich once again. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Wilson's throw there taken in by Mims. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Roth working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.